This episode of Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast is brought to you by Here for a Reason and their new album Blank Slate, which is available now on all streaming platforms. Perfect Place is one of the many kick-ass songs you're going to hear on this album. A clip of Perfect Place by Here for a Reason. You'll hear the song in full at the end of this episode.
I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bang a rang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.
You're listening to Pop Punk and Pizza with Jacques Lamour.
So we are currently in the green room of Beat Kitchen in the basement in Chicago, and sitting down with the Aquadolls, who are from Southern California, so a long way from home. And I know this definitely isn't your first time playing Chicago.
No.
I mean, you've been a band for 10 years or better, and you just mentioned you have a friend at Empty Bottle.
Yeah. We have a friend that bartends there. He's a guitarist in a band called Jim Shorts, but we did Lollapalooza this past summer.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Chicago, and then we also opened for Jimmy Eat World at the Metro the day before Lollapalooza.
Oh my God.
And then I think we came here twice before that.
We played here a couple
So
times.
it's like our fifth Chicago
a
show?
handful of times.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's go and introduce everyone. We can start with Melissa or Kayla, whoever wants to go first.
Hi, I'm Melissa Brooks. I like to rock.
Yeah, I'm Jackie, and I like to play drums and rock out and sing and do that.
I'm okay. I'm Kayla, and I play bass in the band The Aquadolls, and I also sing a little, and I play a little drums in the band as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Do you guys switch instruments?
maybe
Maybe.
you might see a little bit of that.
So this episode is really cool, and every episode of Pop Punk and Pizza is unique in its own way, just because the bands have usually a specific request on pizza. But this is the first time we've had all vegan pizza on Pop Punk and Pizza.
Cool.
So this is a cool thing. This pizza comes from a place called Kitchen 17. Which is actually what? It was like less than a mile away.
Whoa.
A mile or two. It was a mile or two away from Bee Kitchen here, and
Sick.
it smells delicious.
It does.
So I'm assuming it tastes delicious. It's
I'm
all
excited.
vegan.
I feel rude to like take a bite. But
I
I'm like
think
staring at it.
It's like I said, it smells delicious. So I think now is the time that everyone dives in and checks out this all vegan pizza from Kitchen 17.
It's so good. It's honestly one of the best vegan pizzas I've ever had.
Oh, thank you, my lovely assistant.
Thank you guys so much.
Yum, yes. Yes,
Oh
yum.
my god.
Oh wow,
Snaps.
That's really good.
oh, that's really good.
That's
It's bomb. I'm gonna eat this in like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I think-
I'm gonna be done with this in a very short amount of time.
I think we're gonna have to get this more often on the podcast. Yeah. Hands down. I approve. That is so good. And this is the pan pizza. They had New York. Excuse me. They had New York style. They had pan, and then they had deep dish. And I thought, well, let's do something in the middle. Because if we did New York, it might be a little too sloppy. And it might be hard to pick up while you're trying to talk. You know. Of course, I guess you could do the whole fold thing.
That's true.
You know, there
Fold
is
method
that.
is pretty effective.
So before we started recording, we were talking about Fat Mike, and he's actually a kind of a big part of the Aquadolls right now, just because you've been working with Fat Mike on the last 2 singles.
Yes.
That you've released. The Christmas single, which was amazing, by the way.
Thank
Great
you.
cover. and then the most recent Crybaby, which was actually was featured in our 10 songs for February 2022 episode.
Ooh, thank you.
Every month I pick 10 songs that I think people should check out, and
Thanks.
Crybaby was on there.
Hell yeah.
It's been
Thanks.
stuck in my head ever since then.
Thank you so much.
Actually, no, that wasn't for February. That was for March, because now it's April. Yeah, so it was March.
okay,
It was
gotcha.
March's 10
Sick.
songs
Cool.
episode.
Cool.
So we all know Fat Mike is a very interesting guy.
Yes.
What's your take on him? Because you have the advantage of seeing him in a different light than someone like myself,
Yeah.
or a fan of Fat Mike, or
Yeah.
just a music listener.
Mhm.
You know, what has it been like working with Fat Mike on these new songs?
Yeah. There's Michael Burkett and then there's Fat Mike.
Yes.
And we see both sides of him. Michael Burkett is like the professional studio guy.
great trained ear.
Yeah. And then Fat Mike is the character.
Yeah, he's it's like kind of like weird like seeing him switch between the two, cuz like
So what's it like an example of seeing him switch?
like when the camera turns on, like you know that he's a character, and then there are moments like when we're just in the studio and he's just like in his cargo shorts and like t-shirt, and we're just all chilling, and he's like but the thing is, like, he's also just a character in general, because like
Yeah.
we'll be standing there like filming him and he's like, Melissa, hit this note. Ah, ah. And she's like, what note? What? I'm sorry,
He's
huh?
like, I'm like, he's like, yeah, that. Hit it. It's like that.
So, but it's like, it's been pretty cool to work with him. It's just like funny seeing like the contrast and like watching him on other podcasts too, and being like,
Yeah, because
there he is.
yeah, because now he has Fat Mike.
Mhm. Fat Mike's Fat Mike.
Fat
Yeah.
Mike's Fat Mike, and I was so excited when he started to do a podcast, and I saw that was his name. I'm like, well, of course that has to be his name,
Yeah.
because of goes along well with his nickname. But yeah, it's just I really think the sound that you've crafted, the Aquadolls has crafted with Fat Mike, is I just love the sound.
Thank
And I
you.
think it's just because I'm a fan of punk rock
Mhm.
music, so it kind of gives the Aquadolls a different sound than
Mhm.
I feel like if you listen to Crybaby and then you go back and you listen to your second album or your first album, it's a big difference.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, especially for the Christmas single, like we had all kind of wanted to do like ska stuff for like a while, and we've always like talked about it, and I feel like it was perfect because it's like Southern California Christmas.
Yes.
So it was really cool, like having him like bring in like El Jefe. That was really cool, and then Angelo from Fishbone like getting in on it like that. I feel like was like our dream sound
Yeah.
put into a Christmas cover. It was really, really exciting because we hadn't really done that before. But when he knows what he wants and he knows how to like achieve it. And the guy that we also worked with in the studio, John Graber, is insane, and he was just like pressing his little buttons and turning his knobs, and it went by pretty fast, honestly. I think we did like
We did
like
2 sessions.
2 sessions.
Yeah.
And then they had Angelo come in on a different day and do all of the horn stuff with Hefe, and it was done. It was really cool. It was really cool getting to do that. But when he gets something in his head, like he doesn't let go of it, which is cool, but it's also like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's intense, but it's really
But
exciting.
it inspires you to be like, well, shoot, if
yeah.
if he's working like that, I want
Mhm.
to work like that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to lay something down and be able to knock it out.
Yeah.
In no time flat.
He works really fast.
Mhm.
Really fast. He's like, okay, do it. And then he leaves the room.
Yeah, and that's it.
And then we're
It's
like,
done.
okay, then let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go
okay.
time.
Got anything else for me to do? Like,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
But yeah.
So is there going to be an EP or an album to come out of working with Fat Mike?
We have
Or-
one more single that we recorded with him that will
Okay.
come out at the end of our tour.
Okay.
So 4 songs.
So yeah, 4 songs that we did with him.
Yeah.
We did Disappearing Girl last year too. Was also recorded with him.
That was
Yeah.
with Fat
Yeah,
Mike
we didn't
too?
really like
Yes.
advertise it for some reason, but
I was
he
gonna
did,
say
yeah.
I did not know that.
yeah,
at all.
yeah, he produced that one as well.
Mhm.
Okay, because once again, that even Disappearing Girl has such a different sound to
Mhm.
it.
The 3 songs are
All different.
all different. They were like all very much like experimental.
hmm
So
Yeah.
so where does pop punk fit into the Aquadolls? Are you guys fans of pop punk?
Oh yeah,
or-
I grew up going to Warp Tour ever since I was 10, so I've always been a pop punk gal. Grew up on Blink-182, Paramore, all of that good stuff.
Mhm. Is there a particular sound that you kind of apply to the Aquadolls when you sit down? Do you ever like think, well, I want this kind of part from a Paramore song?
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like our inspirations are kind of all over the place,
Yeah.
so we're always like pulling from different styles of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Mel has really powerful vocals, and I think in a lot of like especially female fronted pop punk, like that's pretty important to have like really like powerful vocals, and especially like live Mel like belts. And so I feel like a lot of inspiration could like be from there. I mean, I don't want to speak
Yeah,
for her,
no,
but-
no, Haley Williams is like a really big reason of why I wanted to start a band and front my own band. When I was 15, I was in another band that like we weren't a serious band, but we played some show. We sold a bunch of pre-sale tickets. No one came. I think we sold them to our teachers. No one came. And then I was at my house jumping on my bed with my Ipod Nano, listening to Paramore, and I was like, I want to do this. I want to sing like Haley, like I want to do that, and I want to like sing my own songs. And then a few years later, here we are.
iPod Nano. I have
Yep.
not heard someone bring up a Nano in
Mhm.
forever. I had one, and it was just given to me by a friend because he didn't need it. He had one of the big
The classic.
ones, like the classic.
I had a
one.
classic and I had a Nano.
Oh man, lucky.
People are wearing them as hair clips now.
They are.
That's like a trend online. It's like the or like
Are you serious?
the little mini ones, right? Is that
That's
am I wrong,
the
Jenna?
shuffles, the iPod shuffles.
The shuffles, yeah.
I think
Tiny ones.
did
That's kinda
shuffle
cute.
come? No, Nano was different than the shuffle because the shuffle was like
It
the
was like a little square.
and that was the cheapest one I think you
Yeah,
could get, right?
yeah.
And then then I
The
think the
Nano
next
is
was
like the one that looks like a little mini.
Yeah, it was just like a little
Mhm.
little box.
I think that was like the step up from
Yeah.
shuffle.
yeah.
People have been using like there's this girl on TikTok who like uses electronics as accessories.
Oh, her.
And she like she like taped iPods and like the shuffles and everything, like used them as hair clips, taped them onto her chest, and like that was her outfit.
Is that the
Wow.
girl that has like computer stuff in her bathroom?
Yes.
Okay, I know. I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she
Computer
like
Iconic.
stuff in her bathroom.
yeah, like keyboards. She has
Mhm.
like desktop keyboards.
Like as the backdrop.
Everywhere in
Oh
her
my
bathroom.
gosh, that's awesome.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Whoever
yeah.
you are.
whoever you are. Yeah, her outfits are insane, but like I feel like when that happened, so many people started using like old tech as like accessories, which I think is like funny because it's really not very old, but I've been seeing that online a lot.
So you've traveled all over the country at this point. It probably had pizza in a lot of different places. Is there a favorite that sticks out in your mind?
Yes.
This one.
This one.
This is the
This
best.
is really good, but my favorite is in LA, and it's called Purgatory Pizza.
Is that the pizza place
They have the
you
best
were telling me about,
Vegan
Kayla? Or-
deep
no, it's a
dish
different one.
pizza I've ever had in my life. You have to wait really long for it, but it's so freaking worth it. And they have really good vegan Caesar salad as well. Nothing has topped it yet, but I don't care. I will go get it again.
Well, if it's called Purgatory, I would
Yeah.
expect a great product out of a name like Purgatory.
And lots of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the pizza thing?
Yeah, I think we
Kayla?
can- yeah, I'm
So
like-
Kayla was telling me something really like a cool pizza story before.
Yeah.
when we
Announcement.
Yeah.
So we're doing like a little collab with Slasher Pizza. They have a location on Sunset in LA, and basically we like built our own vegan pizza, and it's gonna be available like the week before our Roxy show. So like I think it was like April 8th or 9th through our show's like the 15th. And we got to like put all the toppings on it and name it. I forgot which one we chose. Do you remember? Is it the Valley one? I believe it's Valley of the Aquadolls.
See, I love that.
And so we named it, and then you're gonna be able to go and like buy it in store. It's either Valley of
Or
the
is it
Aquadolls or Welcome to the Aquadoll House.
I don't know.
I don't remember which one.
I don't know.
I mean, both are great names, but I like the Valley one. That's
one's
my
a cool-
vote.
Thank you.
If I have a a horse in this race or whatever the
I'm gonna send an email and be like, guys, Jock said we got
I said that.
we gotta change
I mean,
it. We
you
gotta
know.
vote.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I know something about pizza
Maybe a little
after doing this
with
for
the podcast.
almost 6 years. I
Yeah.
feel like
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
The welling in my eyes is not from butterflies. This should be awesome, not a drag.
We'll get back to the Aquadolls in just a minute. I just wanted to take a moment to thank Austrian pop punk band Here for a Reason for sponsoring this episode of Pop Punk and Pizza. They just put out a brand new album called Blank Slate. And what's cool about this album is that each song features a different artist performing along with Here for a Reason. It took the band almost 4 years to finish this record, and they did an amazing job. You can listen to Blank Slate by Here for a Reason right now on all streaming platforms. Follow them on social media at Here for a Reason Official, and listen to their latest single, Perfect Place, in full at the end of this episode. Last year, I switched the podcast hosting service I was using to Podbean, and I highly recommend you do the same if you're a podcaster, or maybe you're about to start your own podcast. Well, you can actually start one for free today, whether you're migrating your podcast from a different hosting service or just starting a brand new one altogether by going to podbean.com/pop-punk. That'll give you 1 month free of a Podbean paid plan. So podbean.com/pop-punk. And the reason why I switched to Podbean is what I love about it is that I can post a brand new episode through Podbean, and it'll post directly to my WordPress website and upload a video version to YouTube automatically without me having to go to those separate platforms and do it myself. I also really like the fact that I can have a patron program attached to my Podbean account as well, instead of having to have a separate service like Patreon attached to it. I can do everything on Podbean. Patrons can pledge whatever monetary amount they want, and then I can post the exclusive content right when I'm posting a regular episode of Pop Punk and Pizza on Podbean. So there's many benefits to starting your podcast for free on Podbean right now. So go to podbean.com/pop-punk to get your first month free. Again, podbean.com/pop-punk. Let's get back to the Aquadolls. We might have to take a little vacation to LA just
Yeah,
to try
come on out.
some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. We came up with it really fast. We're so hungry.
When I think slasher pizza, I think of like a pizza place that has a theme of like a horror slasher.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
So all
Spooky
of,
pizza.
Nailed it.
yeah, all of their pizzas are themed after slashers. So they have like Hellraiser. They have like
They gotta have a Scream one. Right?
yeah, they have like screen, and they have like the like really cool spray paint like outside of like the place, and they even have like Final Girl. They have like Gremlins.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know Gremlins was considered a.
I don't think it's slasher, but I think it's more of an
creepy.
80s and 90s horror than like
Okay.
just slashers, because Gremlins aren't slashers. They're just
Gre-
little. They're just little
silly
guys.
Gremlins is
guys.
a little out there.
They're just little gremlins.
Yeah.
Little gizmos. But yeah.
I have a confession. I have not seen all of Gremlins.
Really?
No, I haven't.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
valid.
I'm sorry,
I
but
would
I've seen
have to be sorry.
Goonies. But
Goonies is my favorite movie of
Yes.
all time, I think.
I know that's completely different, but
But
they
it's-
both start with G and they're both
Yeah,
from the
both-
80s.
yes.
so-
Both iconic.
Yeah, I have the Goonies memorized, the whole movie.
Really?
It was my favorite when I was little.
That's a great movie.
I-
You can't go wrong with Steven Spielberg.
I thought I was gonna marry Mikey. My first crush was Sean Astin when I was really little, and
Cute kid.
and I was convinced that he was the same age that he was when I was watching it. So I was like, he's
Oh,
not
no.
that much older than I am. He'll wait for me. I'm gonna marry him. And my parents were like, that's not how
No,
that
he's like
works. Like the
15 or 20 years older than
and
you.
like the next movie I watch is like Encino Man, and I'm like, you look different.
Yeah, you're like
Mr. Astin.
older.
Yeah, I'm
What-
like,
What happened?
I don't think we can be together anymore, sir. I'm 11. What's going on here? Why are you aging so rapidly? I love that movie. Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one too. I have not seen that one in a while, but I love Brennan Fraser.
Yes, Brendan Fraser.
King.
And Encino. That's
He's the best.
oh yeah.
What's your favorite Brennan Fraser movie?
I like him in Encino Man, but also is it Georgia the
George of the
Yes.
Jungle. Watch out for
George
that
of the
tree.
Jungle is probably my favorite.
That's mine. That's mine. So good.
And I don't know. I think it's for multiple reasons. I think probably, I feel like as a woman, you probably appreciate his body, but even as a man, I appreciate his body just because I'm
and
like,
his
man,
acting skills.
It's just
and,
funny.
and he's hilarious.
just a silly
in that
guy.
movie. It just
And he's
in that movie,
He's got good hair.
He's so his hair is
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, but you just like really believe that he is George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
I still
a doubt.
think he is.
Right. I think so too. And he's his acting career has kind of been picking up again for him,
Yeah.
which is everyone's been happy for him on
Yeah.
that.
He's
so.
doing so good. We're proud of you.
So we should
Yeah.
probably touch on too. Obviously, you're currently on tour. This is, we're in Chicago right now. You're about halfway.
Yeah, I think this is officially the halfway mark of our tour.
Yeah. So I'm not sure when this is scheduled to be released, but by the time this is released, you might have passed through, someone's town that's listening to this. But this summer, you're going to be coming back through some of these cities
Yes.
once again with Incubus.
Yep.
Like,
And Sublime with
how the
Rome.
hell- yeah. How the hell does that happen?
Our manager went surfing with them in the 90s and they became friends. And that's basically how it
The
happened.
waves created the
And
ball.
you're
Yeah.
and you're called Aquadolls.
Yep.
Surfing Aquadolls. It's just
Yep.
Yeah.
it's a match made
We
in
don't go
heaven.
in the
We don't even surf, but
No, I was gonna
I will
ask
barely
that.
put
You
a toe
probably
in.
get asked that a lot, I imagine.
I used to surf, I surfed up until I was 16, from 6 to 16, but I got stung by a stingray and I will not go in the ocean ever now.
yeah, like
Done.
when I
Worst pain of my
Oh
life.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The worst pain of my life. It terrified me and I will never go.
See,
Goodbye.
that's why I have never. What-
I'm just like hardly ever and I was like, I can't tell.
Oh my god, you're eavesdropping? From sitting
He's
on
getting all
Stacy.
the
he's like with the
secrets.
cup against
That
the
was
door.
that was the
like-
drummer from Sitting on Stacy. He likes to eavesdrop, I guess. No, I'm just
Now
kidding. I'm
he's
just
gonna
kidding.
buy
He stumbled in.
He's gonna go to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, get one of those stuffed stingrays, and put it
Oh,
outside
God,
the door
probably.
of the room here and terrify
Probably.
you. Yeah, the first time I went to Florida, this isn't stingrays, but I was terrified to go in the water
Kayla's
because
from Florida.
is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they've got signs posted everywhere about jellyfish.
I got stung
Well,
by that
and
too.
and
Got
you
stung
know
by
what?
that too.
And stingrays too, actually, I
Mhm.
guess. So, so I was terrified to go swimming because
That's
I
scary.
felt like I was gonna get
Yeah, the signs are super.
That's
I was
freaky.
gonna get stung by a
Right.
stingray. Or so
No way.
so where
You're
was
there.
it? Where was it that you got stung by the stingray?
Where I live, Huntington Beach.
No, like where on your body?
Oh, sorry, on my top of my foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walked in the water and it was
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, people were getting stung every 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that was exactly my fear. I'm like,
Yep.
I remember
No
we had
way.
to get into this little boat to take us to the boat that was going to let us go parasailing, and we didn't have to walk too far into the water. But even just doing that, I was terrified.
That's freaky.
Just things that you don't normally see that could hurt you. I think it's just it's probably scarier than normal because obviously getting into a car is scary.
Mhm.
We're driving and you're
I
risking
hate
things.
driving.
But when it's something that you're not used to seeing or feeling.
Yes.
There's no mystery fish
It's
on the
like-
street, usually.
Yeah.
But there are lots of mystery
makes it
fish in the
extra
ocean.
Yes, absolutely.
The deeper you go, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So yeah,
We'll stay on land.
yeah, exactly. And the
It's good.
Aquadolls continue on.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yeah.
I mean that's how
We'll,
you
we'll,
get
we'll
the
do
word
swimming
out.
pools. We'll do jacuzzi.
promote it.
Jacuzzi.
Do you,
For
I
those
mean,
who
are you at
want
least good
to.
swimmers?
I was on the swim
Yeah.
team when I was in
Okay.
middle school.
For
Okay.
survival. Yeah.
I did 4 years of swim lessons when I was younger, so I would say I could swim pretty good.
I can do a mean
I
backstroke.
had to
Okay.
kind of survive a situation one time. So I could say I'm a good swimmer.
So
I've been some
Survival?
really terrifying.
Survival. Yeah, we
Some
were talking
really
about we were talking about
terrifying-
how Jackie got stung by a stingray.
Really
Yeah.
not good
Right?
experiences in the water.
I'm a city kid, so I was
guess.
never. I was
Well, and
never
she was saying
water-
you grew up. You're from Florida.
Yeah,
originally.
I was
Yeah.
born in Florida. Unfortunately, nowhere near a beach. I was in the smack dab center in the suburbs, and then I moved to California when I was really little, and I was just a little city girl. I lived in like by USC,
Okay.
so I did learn how to swim in the Olympic-sized USC swimming pool for 4 years because they offered us lessons, but the closest beach we had was Venice and Santa Monica, and you don't want to. Yeah,
There's
You
stuff
don't
that
wanna-
goes
water.
on
there.
there.
It's not fish. It's
It's other
It's
things.
objects and
Yes.
things.
So
Yes.
you don't want to go there.
Mhm, right. They're not known for sometimes good things. I mean,
Yeah,
you might get lucky, but
Maybe.
yeah,
But
maybe totally.
I love
It's a
to
absolutely.
walk
gamble.
the boardwalk. That's
Yeah.
my thing.
Oh yeah, that's
Boardwalk.
always fun to do.
Yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, the summer tour with Incubus coming up. I mean, you're on the whole thing. So everyone find a date that's nearest to you. You can go see the Aquadolls
Heck yeah.
open up a show.
Yeah.
How do you? Is this going to be like your first tour where you're playing like these smaller arenas and amphitheaters and things like
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
So how are you approaching this differently, or are you kind of doing it like any other show?
No, we're going to be putting in a lot of hard work. We're trying to see if we can bring in another guitarist possibly to expand the sound and make the stage show bigger. But I feel like this tour that we're doing now, we've gotten like really comfortable with like how we're performing and stuff. So just getting like that, but on a really big stage is going to be
Yeah.
a trip.
Yeah.
So just
Jackie's laughing. She's like, "Yeah, it's great."
I'll just sit
Help
here and smile.
Yeah, I feel like our show looks really good on club stages because there is only 3 of us.
yeah.
But when we play festivals and like outdoor things, I feel like it's really easy to lose that because there is only 3 of us, and we're so spread out. So I think having a 4th member would make it sound fuller. We can do more harmonies, we can do more guitar parts. So I think obviously just doing that, like rehearsing so much. I mean, we already rehearse a lot, but like even more.
Even more.
Just because like there's a lot.
yeah.
There's a
Yes.
lot to prepare for, but
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a completely different animal.
Mhm.
But we're definitely trying to expand the stage show for the summer.
Awesome. And I mean, that gives you a little bit more freedom.
Oh
to
yeah,
interact
I wanna
with
hold the
people.
mic and run around and do all crazy stuff. But
Yeah,
with
Haley Williams shit.
oh
you
yeah,
know?
oh yeah, oh yeah. But my own version of it. Of course.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
Melissa Brooks shit.
yes,
Perfect.
exactly.
So, what else? You've got right the end of this tour. There's going to be a new single dropping, so we can tease that. The tour. Anything else that you can shed light on? That, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, to say,
Yeah.
you know, you're going out on
Yeah.
a summer tour with Incubus is huge.
Yeah.
And Sublime with Rome.
Yeah.
Obviously too.
But when we get back from tour, we're hoping to go to the studio to record our 3rd album.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes.
There's like a 3-month window of time.
Yeah.
But we have a whole bunch of demos,
So many songs that we're ready to record. So
so yeah.
we're
You
trying to
think-
hit the studio.
You think there's a good chance that'll be with Fat Mike, or do you think it'll be with somebody else?
we're not sure. We're open minded.
Yeah, we're
but
just seeing who.
yeah, we're just trying out
who's
new
down,
things.
What
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Who's available at the time?
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That's also
We're kind of on
another
a time
issue.
crunch, so
Yes.
Seriously, yeah.
That as well.
He's a busy bee.
He's a busy guy, and I've heard so many different stories about bands are like, yeah, we wanted this guy, but he wasn't available at the time that we had available to
Right.
Yeah.
record.
yeah.
Especially because it's such like a small window to like record,
Yeah.
mix,
A whole
master,
album, yeah.
do like videos to promote.
Yeah,
and
3
stuff.
months is not a lot when it comes to that, but I believe in you, girls. I know
Thank you
can.
for believing in us.
You're the
Well, we just, like,
Aquadolls.
Staring blankly, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, just know that I believe in you.
Thank you.
If that
Thank
even
you.
helps.
So nice.
Oh, it does.
And
Thank
just-
you.
And just
We
take
really
lots of
appreciate
deep
it.
breaths, you know.
Yeah, we
So-
need to do that.
And pizza.
For sure. And pizza.
Yeah.
Breathing and pizza. What else do you need in life?
so,
so nice.
Melissa, Jackie, Kayla, the Aquadolls, this has been a lot of fun. Anything else
you.
you want to say
Thanks
before?
for the pizza.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for the
So
pizza.
cool.
This
I'm
is so
so
delicious.
nice.
And you can go down in history as, you know, the band that had vegan pizza.
Aw.
The first band to have vegan pizza.
Yeah, and
on Pop Punkin' Pizza.
And nut free.
Right.
Yeah, vegan and nut free.
Oh yeah, nut free. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I called them up after we were having that text
Thank you.
conversation
Nice.
because I'm like I doubt there's going to be any nuts in there, but it's like, well, you never know. It's vegan.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes they do cashew cheese.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like deadly allergic to nuts. So every morsel I eat, I have to ask if someone is ever like, do you want a bite of this? I usually like can't,
You're
or I
hesitant,
have to be like,
yeah.
where's it from? And then like call them. It's so annoying.
yeah.
So thank you for doing that. I know it's annoying.
Absolutely. I'm glad it worked out, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because
So good.
I've never,
It was
I've
really
never ordered
good.
from that place before. So shout
I
out
wanna go get more.
to Kitchen 17.
Kitchen 17. We love you.
Love it.
All right. Thank you, girls.
Thank
Thank you so much.
For everything.
This is so confusing. You're like the drug that I'm abusing.
Special thanks once again to the Aquadolls, and also a shout out to Mike of Earshot Media for setting up the interview, and to Kitchen 17 as well for making the delicious vegan pizza. And it was the very first time we ever had vegan pizza on the podcast, and I hope it happens again because I loved it. Before we end this episode, let's take a listen to Here for a Reason and their latest single, Perfect Place, from their new album, Blank Slate, which is out now.
Navigate to a magic place with no taboo, where all I see is people living their own dreams. My favorite bands playing everywhere, like in 2000. Cotton candy is hanging from the trees. Nothing can pull me down. I'm turning around. It feels like a playground. Let's start to fool around. Nothing can pull me down. I'm turning around. It feels like a playground. Let's start to fool around. Suddenly, I feel like a different person in my head. Vacation mood, and finally, I can be exactly who I want to be. Found my own space, my perfect place. Believe me or not, I'm actually down to take jackpot. My rounds are cheering me on. Go back, come on. I think there's nothing I can do. Superman, who are you? Pressing down is calling me. Later hands me my own key to the town. That's every door. Feel it free and more. Suddenly, I feel like a different person in my head. Vacation mood, and finally, I can be exactly who I want to be. Found my own space, my perfect place.
And then I suddenly woke up, not sure if I was sacred or not. I got stuck in the world that doesn't exist. But for one moment, for one fucking moment, I had it all.
Let's go! Suddenly, I feel like a different person in my head. Vacation mood, and finally, I can be exactly who I want to be. Found my own space, my perfect place. My perfect place. My perfect place.
for a Reason with their song Perfect Place from their new album Blank Slate, which is out now. You can find it on all streaming platforms, and make sure you follow them on social media at Here for a Reason Official. I'm Jacques Lamour. Thank you so much for listening to Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast, which is a Lamour Media LLC production. And subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and be sure to leave a positive rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Find us on social media at Pop Punk Pizza Pod. And if you want to support the show, you can buy some merch or sign up for our Patreon program at Pop Punk Pizza Pod. By the way, in our merch store, make sure you use that promo code POPPUNK to get $2 off your order. Our theme song is performed by Krista Makes of Less Than Jake. Thanks so much again for listening.